Hey everybody, it's Tony the Blacksmithing Gamer, and we are back again with another build, specifically the Wolfs Gravestone from Genshin Impact. Let's get started. I'll show you how we made it. So I got to change the spool. I'm just starting on the print. It's already been going for quite a bit, but it's a 21-hour print, so let's change the spool out and let it continue. Alright, actually, the last piece of the Wolf's Gravestone is just coming off the 3D printer. Let me grab that. We got the blade, all the parts of that. Obviously I haven't removed any of the support material yet. We got the hilt. Looks pretty awesome. And the handle. With all the pieces printed, let's take off all the support material and let's glue it all together. I have holes for dowels in there, so I'm going to find a dowel to use, and then glue it all together. I'm going to use my 2-part epoxy. I'm going to use some handy clamps to hold it in place while the 5-minute glue sets. Let's get to it. camera. Ball marks are going this way. This goes like that. Oh, that's fine. This goes over. So we have the handle now assembled. We have the blade assembled. Now we're just going to add the two. We're going to use, in case you're wondering what these guys were, they're little pieces of coat hanger that I'm using as doweling in the holes to give it a little bit of stability on the points. So let's mix up some epoxy, put it together. Alright, so we have the Wolfs Gravestone all assembled. Still going to do a little bit of sanding on it, and then we'll get ready for paint. I'm going to use the Dremel just to clean up some of the glue spots, make sure they're all flush and even, and then we'll start the base coat and then the detail work. Let's get to it. So I'm gonna start painting the base coat of the Wolfs Gravestone here from Genshin Impact. I'm just gonna use some black for the base coat. Since most of the actual blade portion is black, I'm going to paint on the detail work with acrylic paint, but here we go. We have the base coat of the Wolf's Gravestone on. Let's get to some detail work. We're going to use our acrylic paints and get in all the details on this guy and then give it a clear coat. Let's get going. Alright, so we got the Wolfs Gravestone. It has most of the detail work. I'm going to paint the hilt next. It looks messy right now, but basically what I'm going to do is go over with some black and just paint all the overpainted parts just to clean it up a bit. And once it's all cleaned up, I'm going to give it a nice clear and it should be ready to go. So let's paint up that hilt, and I'm going to use some silver morn, and I'm going to darken it up with some black. So here goes nothing. Okay, so we have the Wolf's Gravestone all painted up. Took pretty much all evening to paint this guy up. It looks pretty awesome, I gotta say. I think the thing that'll make it look extra nice will be some clear gloss. So this is effectively clear coat. Let's get the coat on here. There we go. Let's get a coat on here and let her dry overnight. We'll show you the finished product. So a few things about the Wolf's Gravestone. It is a whole bunch of pieces, specifically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it comes in 8 pieces. If you wanted to print your own, I will leave the free 3D print files down there below. So the longest, short of the actual 3D printing side of things, the longest part of this build was actually the detailed paint work. I did spend a lot of time just getting into all these little ridges and getting the paint in there. I did have dowels in between each piece in the center point. I used a coat hanger for those. Obviously, it is a little bit smaller than the Claymore in game, but I only have so much wall space, and honestly, I kind of like the handier sword version of this. But obviously if you did want to make your own to size, you will have to scale it up and make sure you have a big enough 3D printer, or slice it up accordingly. Obviously feel free to paint it whichever way you want. I liked some of the brighter orange and kind of orange-red colors for the center. But I think it turned out really well. I really like how it looks now that the clear has cured on it. I've had a few suggestions for other weapons to make from Genshin Impact. I might leave it alone for a little while, but hey, if you guys keep stopping by again, if I get enough requests for other weapons, you know, you might see them popping up in the future. But let me know what you think of this build. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button down there below. Or if you want to follow me on any of these social media websites, you can get daily updates on the projects I'm working on. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tony, the Blacksmithing Gamer, where every week we're making things from the games we love.